Right.
You get what I mean? I'm gonna make you feel me too. Like, okay, you want to bust my windows, and I got kids and I got
Right.
babies in this motherfucker. You serious?
Right. So, what if what if it was a situation like you wake up and you see a motherfucker running from the kids' room out the door. Somebody then broke in the middle of the night and y'all sleep and shit, and you woke up and you see this motherfucker running out. And you got a gun. You keep your gun under your pillow.
I'm gonna say this. As I see something, I'm gonna make sure I run through, check, look in that room.
But would you let him run out and get away though?
No, I'm going for the whole gusto. I'm gonna say that with my whole heart. I'm going for the whole gusto.
Like, shoot with no thought, because my main thought is my kids.
I'm going for the gusto at this point, because now you already brought a threat to my home and I have children. So now in my mind, if you get away, who else you gonna do this to?
But not even just in the fact of that. Like, I'm waking up to this. So I don't know what's already been done or nothing. I don't know how long you've been here.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. I get you.
I don't hear my kids. You just ran out of their room though. And you running out. I'm gonna stop your ass. And if I happen to kill you in the midst of me stopping you, then
oh well.
Lord forgive me.
I like that, Lord. Oh well.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
because I can't take the chance of you getting away after you threaten my home and my children.
And then you might come back if you get what I'm saying. A motherfucker might just feel that comfortable to come back.
And, and I feel that comfortable to sit up in prison because I tried to stop you.
You hear me?
So, a lot of people, they go to jail because they tried to stop a person. But, so you telling me I'm supposed to let somebody violate me in my home and let them go? But the police don't have. You're not even violating a home or theirs. You're just where you are, and if you violate them, period, they gonna shoot you. Especially if you run. If you run, they gonna try to stop you.
But of
and
course.
9 times out of 10, at least 8, it's deadly force. And it's not just one cop shooting at you. It's the whole.
It's multiple.
Everybody that's out there with a gun gonna shoot.
It's multiple.
Especially now, if I get in a fight with somebody, right?
Okay.
And I put them in a maneuver, and I fuck around and choke them out. I'm going to prison for that. You understand? No doubt about it. And I might do my life. But an officer,
because what they'll say is,
when you
seen they were no more of a threat after you seen you was choking them out and they couldn't do no more harm, why'd you keep going? But these officers, yeah.
But they can shoot. So like I mean, they can choke you out. They can. They've choked out so many. So you telling me you have the right to use that force, and you're the same type of person that I am. You have the same thoughts and the same fears.
We're just civilians.
We all regular people,
and that's how I feel too.
We're
all human beings. So what gives you the right to do something that not even necessary? Not even necessary. But when we're actually defending ourselves as human beings, like people coming into our home, this, that, or the other, we're wrong or we're out of line.
Right.
You wasn't supposed to do this. You wasn't supposed to do that.
Right.
But again, half the time, it could be a simple traffic violation.
Man.
I get you. So, but it's okay for you to do what you do.
What got me was all the motherfuckers they shot at and killed and all this and that, but when that shit went down with that school, they didn't want to go in. You know what I'm saying?
True is.
Y'all take
Talk
deadly,
about it.
I mean, and I'm not trying to bash the officers, because it take a special type of person to do the job that they do.
Understood.
People don't run
They
to
gotta pray before
gunfire,
go into
they
the
run
field
away.
if they're religious anyway.
And we need them, But we need them to be on the right mind frame, and we need to have a better understanding of the laws as well. Because we should all be bound by the same laws.
Okay.
If you feel that if you're afraid, you have the right to shoot, then I should have the right to shoot when I feel afraid. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody is just like trying to get at me and I'm not trying to fight them or whatever, and I'm afraid,
I'm literally afraid.
I should be able to use force the same way that the officers would, right?
To protect myself.
So they're able to pull out their batons or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever the case, yes.
So they're able to beat you or hit you with something, but I'm not able to do that as a regular civilian if somebody approaches me.
Right.
You know what you see what I'm saying?
So when is it necessary?
So I have to be more vulnerable than the officer who has on a bulletproof vest and 9 times out of 10 he have another officer with him, and but I have to be more vulnerable. So when is it okay? Because if a man approach me, even if he doesn't have a weapon, I'm a woman. I mean, should I be able to use deadly force on him? Or should I let him grab me and choke me or grab my gun and take my gun from me and shoot me?
No.
But when is it okay?
I feel like when a person is showing you, like, trying to come at you, like, really, really come at you, give it all you got at this point. That's how I feel.
Right.
You not gonna. It's me or you at this point. You hear me? It's me or you.
Right. And if I truly feel like my life is being threatened or the life of my family member,
I'll sit behind bars.
I don't give a fuck.
I'll sit behind bars for all of that.
I would definitely at least draw down. Now, I can't promise you that I'm gonna shoot. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never shot nobody
I can dig
before.
that. But you gonna definitely make them feel you.
But listen.
I could take your life right now, motherfucker.
Had I had my gun that night when I got hit in the face with a baseball bat, I would have answered my door with my gun. And been like, get the fuck off my motherfucking porch. Real shit. And it wouldn't even escalate.
Right.
You know? And I would have been right. Because that's my household.
That's your right, though, to protect yourself and your family.
So, in the same situation, same officers ended up coming the same night that happened, when the shit happened the previous few years ago with Fam Bam. So they know she stayed strapped just like me. So they like, hey, don't I know you?
Right.
She like, oh yeah, that was me. Where your gun at? Oh, I ain't even got it. Which I feel.
She wasn't sure. She was unsure.
You know what I'm saying? I feel.
Motherfucker was unsure.
But the officer like, damn. This your second ride. You would have been able to blast a motherfucker and get away with it.
Right.
But like I said, it's not that easy. So I give props to her just on the first occasion for popping her shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can definitely feel that.
But I know if I'd have popped my shit that day,
right,
I'd have been sitting in prison. Real shit.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say it took a lot for me to hold back and not do that. Sounds like we have a caller.
Talk about it.
Caller, what's your name? Where you from?
My name's E.D. calling in from Crestwood, Florida.
Hey, Edie.
Hey, what's going on in Florida?
Yeah, I'm tapped in, listening to the conversation. All I wanted to add is, as far as the deadly force situation, I think it should be used whenever your life is being threatened. Period.
Okay.
Not
So you think?
so long.
Do you think even if a person don't have a weapon, but they threatening your life, but you can't see a weapon?
I mean, if they show the weapon and they trying to hurt you with that weapon, then yeah, I think you got to do what you got to do.
It's go time.
But if they just talking, then that's a different story. Then ain't no need for no deadly force. But if you got a weapon and you showing me you finna use your weapon, then I'm finna protect myself. I'm finna do what I gotta do. Point blank, period.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Talk about it.
And
But
tell me this: if you tell me if it's more than one. Say it's like 2 people, 3 people, and they popping their gums. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no weapon though. You know, but it's shit around that could be used as a weapon, but you don't know what they got on them at the same time. Just like in the case if it was the police. They don't know what you have on them. I mean, what you have on you. But they threatening you. They're a threat. They are an obvious threat. Do you think that you got the right to use the same force?
no, not if they talking. If they don't show it, I can assume you might have it. But I'm not gonna do nothing until you get to that point where you finna pull out, do whatever you finna do.
But what if you don't have enough time to react, though?
See, even if I don't have enough time to react, you might get me in the end, or I might get you. But a reaction is gonna cause a reaction. That's just how it's gonna go. Because you can't use no weapon if they just talking. I can assume all day you got your weapon.
Right.
And you try to escalate the situation to get me to have you pull your weapon, but
right, but if you being aggressive enough to make me feel like I'm in a threatened situation, I feel that I should be able to at least draw my weapon and say, "Hey, back off of me."
Well, I mean, you can draw it, but like I say, that's the reaction that's gonna cause a reaction. Because now, when you draw it, now what happens if they get to pulling out and start the bust? Now you gonna be in the wrong because you pulled it.
Right.
Now,
but then,
for self-defense,
What if
there ain't
you
gonna be
wait
no waiting too long. Because you can't hesitate in that type of situation.
Exactly. So my thing is, when people are sitting there going hard and making all these threats and verbal threats or whatnot, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When does it become a point like, okay, let me let you know I'm not playing with you either.
Right.
Let me let you know, like, okay, because you don't want to wait, right? Like, what if you wait too long and they putting a whole bunch of idle threats out there, so you think,
right?
But then,
and you can't watch everybody. You can't watch everybody. You know, you being surrounded pretty much
at this point.
When is it time to shoot? Because if you're